Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today to continue with the readings for the Libra season for the Libra idols. Today I'm going to do a general and personality tarot reading for RIIZE member Seunghan. Since yes, I believe it's my first time reading for him, since he had debuted with RIIZE, with this SM group. So yes, let's get to know him a little bit energetically. Let's see what the cards have to say, and also a bit of what's available for him in the next 2 to 3 months. So yes, let's begin. I don't know much about him. I know that he's a RIIZE member, that he's a Libra, and yes. Let's begin with the archetypes that he got. We start strong with a very Librian card, I would say, the mediator. We have also the hero, the archetype of the hero, the seeker, and then the chameleon. Then from the tarot, we have the Five of Wands, the Hierophant, Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, and from the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, he got Sun in Pisces vision. So I wouldn't be surprised if he had some strong placement in Pisces. I know he's a Libra, but there's something about, I don't know why I get this very sensitive vibe of him. I know there's Pisces also in the group. Also, I have there's something about RIIZE as a group that they do give me very emotional vibes, sentimental vibes. Not like they are sensitive, like very emotional guys. Very connected to like they get touched or emotional easily. For small things. So yeah, like sort of like cry babies, but not for the wrong reasons, just getting emotional and allowing themselves to feel those emotions. That sometimes that's a very important trait, to be able to feel your own emotions, not to act like you're all tough and you don't feel anything. So I believe that they are a very nice group of guys, and there's a lot of Jupiter influence in them as a group. I feel it like this. I don't know if that's the way, if that's their placements, but that's how I see them. So yes, let's start with him. First of all, starting with the mediator. There's something about him, about Seunghan. Also, if you think about the mediator, someone that middles in, someone that tries to balance things among the group, or maybe in his own life, he's someone that probably he doesn't choose a side. He remains neutral. He tries to be balanced all the time, to not create disharmony. I believe that for him it's very important to respect other people's opinions, to respect their own opinions, their own perspectives. Probably he asks for others' opinions a lot, and he doesn't like conflict. This is very Libra as well. But then with the hero archetype here, I think that he's not just like the typical mediator. I believe that he's a guy that if he feels that there's like unfairness, or if there's some mistreatment, and if he feels like he can do something to change the situation, more I can see him getting into action. Here with the hero, I could see him also getting a bit in trouble, but to help others or to protect someone. I believe that he has a strong sense of justice. And it's not just like a belief. When you, for example, you can be a mediator and have the ability to stand up for others by having a beautiful speech and talking about fairness, and stating your opinion about how it's important to respect one another. But I believe that for him here with the archetype of the hero, there's a strong need to go out to act, to get out to action, to do something with his ability to be neutral. It's like I believe that he cannot help it, maybe because he's very young still. So there's a bit of impulsivity in him. I could see him being impulsive, like when he wants, he I believe that he reacts when it has to do with people that he cares about or with his loved ones. He gets very much on the defensive. He gets out there. He goes out of his way. He forgets about himself and he goes out to help others. I believe that he has this reaction side of himself. That in order to protect others, he puts himself in front. It's like, okay, if others are getting a punishment for something that involves him, it's like, no, punish me first. Or, yeah, don't, like him getting in the middle, literally, so others don't get hurt. It's like, okay, I will take the consequences, but don't hurt others. He's very protective in this sense, and he can even do it with people that he doesn't know. I feel like he's very impulsive in that sense. With the hero archetype, there's a strong need to also use his body, move his body. Probably he doesn't realize it, but his body language gets him into action. It's like, okay, I have to protect people that are innocent or I believe that are being mistreated. And also here with the card of the seeker, there's something about him also wanting to go out in the world, and get to know different cultures and absorb as many knowledge and as many different experiences as possible. He's not someone that he's like, okay, yeah, this that I had been like studying, this is enough, this is everything I need in life. No, he is a seeker. He is a seeker of the truth, I believe. I believe that he's someone that he's like, okay, in order for me to see the other people's perspectives, I have to, for me to understand and being a real mediator, I have to get out and live like them, live their experiences so I can understand better their pain or their perspective. He's a very empathic guy also. But he's more about putting his body, him making the effort, and it's like, okay, I will go and live this people's experience. I will go. It's like, okay, you you're I want to know how you live. If you're struggling, I want to be in the same environment. I want to know what it feels like to be in your shoes. There's something about him being a seeker, like looking for an extra meaning about life, human experience. He probably has a very expansive view, about life, about happiness, about what motivates people, about what is the right mindset for you to do that. Sometimes when we are part of a very routine, especially when we live in the city, when we have a routine and everything is so, we are so much in automatic. I believe that he senses this because he's very sensitive. And he's like, no, I want to know how people live in different parts of the world where they don't have the resources or where they don't have the facilities that we have. So he's very humanitarian, I would say. He does give me that vibe. And also with the chameleon, I think that he is a guy that he's always in under construction of his personality. I believe that he has many facets of himself and he's still figuring out who he is. Probably as an artist, he's someone that he will change a lot, he will adapt a lot, he will try to surprise fans as well, to show you different sides of himself. Um, he also doesn't have a problem with trying different styles, um, different ways, different sounds. He's not afraid. He's very adaptable, and also I believe that he loves change. There's something about him that really looking forward to experiences that are different. So I believe that there's something about him also allowing change, and then I think that um, this is something about him that he also is a very curious and creative guy. So I think that if he is your bias, or if you are interested in him, don't put a label on him. Don't be like, oh yeah, he is like this, or he used to be like this, or he comes from this place. Because I believe that he's someone that he's constantly in change, like a chameleon, like the archetype of the chameleon. So he can surprise you, a few months from now, probably he will change totally, and you will be like, okay, is he the same guy that I'm standing? Obviously, as an artist, having the archetype of the chameleon, a lot of artists have it, and it's a gift, of course. But I think that there's something about, probably, also the audience not having a very fixated opinion about who he is. I think that you should let the guy, discover himself, discover his potentials, and also, like, give him room to show you what he's capable of, because he has a lot of potential, and he has a lot of eagerness to change. So please don't put a label to your experience about him, because he's going to change with time. So be ready for this. Do not, there's some there's some idols that, for example, they have the ability to have a sort of very stable, and this is their strengths as well, that they're very consistent in what makes them great, and they are always like excellent at it. But in the case of Seunghan, I believe that there's something about change, like it's always changing. So don't get confused by thinking that he is in a certain way, or that there's some parts of his life that define who he is, because he's always changing, and he's always going to be a bit contradictory. So if you are a fan, allow yourself to be surprised by him, because he has a lot of potential to change. And I believe that this is probably something that maybe the people that casted him, they are going to play also a lot with this ability of him to be a chameleon, or of him to, like, changing his style a lot of times, or changing his concept a lot of times. It can be a bit, a bit confusing at times, but he has the potential, he has the ability to adopt different personalities, I would say. And also because he's very young, but I would say that his character is like a chameleon, is that flexible, he doesn't have personality traits that is like, okay, I will be like this forever. But one thing that I would say is that he has a sort of hero complex. He wants to be someone's savior. He wants to save people. He wants to influence people, and he is not indifferent to other people's struggles. Definitely, he's very humanitarian. Very humanitarian. The cards that he got from the tarot, we start with the Five of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. I'm sorry, guys, if you hear in the background the sound of the rain, is because here it started raining right now. I believe that this next month, probably to the end of the year, um, he's going to be very busy, and also we start here with the Five of Wands, and there's SM as well in here. The Hierophant for me is the company card, and here SM. I mean, SM is always present. Lately, like this year, they had been really present in every SM artist. Um, not the older generation, because the older generation, they manage themselves, or maybe they don't pay that much attention to the higher ups anymore. But in the case of the new groups, or the most active groups, the Hierophant is always there. It's always like behind their backs. It's like always like, you know breathing in their necks, basically. And here with the Five of Wands, definitely I heard about Banchan's, no, sorry, not Banchan, I'm sorry, I'm thinking about another Libra that, of course, I will read for him. About Stray Kids Vanchan, I will read for him, of course. But no, today, now is Vanchan. Uh, it's not about him, so please don't get in the reading. Um, Here with the five of wands and the Hierophant, he is in conflict with himself, and probably also the company is not very happy with what happened with Seunghan. Seunghan, the leaking of some rumors and maybe information, but they are not happy. And they are very much like very behind every little move that the guys do, almost being too authoritative, I would say. But yeah, because they are pushing the guys very, very much, they are putting a lot of pressure on the guys. So I think that for him it's not going to be a moment of relax, a moment to, disconnect from hard work or from. I mean, I can definitely see him willing to accept that he has to work harder on himself. I believe that he feels a huge weight also on his shoulders, literally, because we finished the reading with the Ten of Wands, so he feels a huge responsibility to keep being better, to keep working on himself, to keep. He feels very sorry. There's something about him feeling very sorry. He doesn't want to put, to put the group in a risky situation when it comes to, scandals. He doesn't want that. It's not his intention. They are just starting, but he feels a huge responsibility. He's like, oh no, like I don't want to spoil this for the guys. Definitely this is how he feels. And probably this is a conversation that they had with the company, because I don't see the other members blaming him for anything. I think that it's more like him feeling guilty, and also maybe, the higher ups also like being very, very much on him, being like, okay, you have to be better at this, you cannot do this, like you have to, from now on you have to be perfect, you have to work harder on your skills, this cannot happen, we just started, we invested so much in you, there's a lot of guilt tripping, I would say. But definitely they will, I see that they will give him like more, like they will make him practice more, or they will get him to do more activities to sort of keep him busy, and I would say to also make him feel a bit like, like self-conscious, like he definitely feels the weight of guilt that I believe in my perception, he shouldn't feel like this, but he feels the need to do better. So I think that he will be very much focused on the group, on being better himself, on working extra hours. I can see him like putting a lot of pressure on himself. He definitely feels like he cannot fail. He feels the responsibility. He feels the weight, the weight on his shoulders. He's like, okay, and also here, since the company is here, probably, they are like, okay, we have to keep these guys busy, or we have to keep them like, you know doing a lot of activities, because they are young and they can get distracted and they can get into trouble. I don't know. I don't think that it's about them getting into like dating people. I think that they are like, I don't know, maybe the company feels like the guys are maybe not just that they are young, but also that they are very quote unquote friendly, or that they are very sociable, so they are a bit worried that they do not have the discipline. There's something about them, like the company, like sending the staff, or the other managers to be 24/7 with the guys, and to give them always something to do. Practice a lot, like do this a lot of times a day, something like this, because I don't know if they feel like there's something that feels very, like, probably that the group gives a vibe of that they are very spontaneous, or maybe that they are very, it seems like they are too nice, or that they are too, I won't say mature, because it's not about being immature, because actually they get the job done. But there's something about them being, this is why when I started the reading, I said that the group gives me very Jupiterian kind of vibe, Sagittarius, Pisces energy, like they are very excited, and they are very happy to be there, to be doing this. So in this excitement, and in this, I don't know, I see them like this bright group of guys, smiling all the time, like talking all the time, like being very pleasant, being excited to meet people, and it's like they're like, the guys lack professionalism, like they cannot be that approachable, I would say. Like, like they have to contain that excitement inside of them to look more professional. So I think I can definitely see, like, the company giving them rules, and giving them a lot of do's and don'ts, like you shouldn't smile that much, you shouldn't get that close, you shouldn't, when you speak, you're supposed to sound more confident, you're supposed to sound more serious, so yeah, whoever is the leader, also maybe they don't trust the leader yet, so they are like, you're too soft, you're supposed to guide them this way, don't smile so much, like, there seems to be like a lot of insistence on making the guys look like tougher, and like more cold, detached, mysterious to the audience. And actually the guys' nature is that they are very spontaneous, and that they are really friendly, and that they are very, like, when if they smile, they smile because they mean it, and if they are having fun, they're having fun, they're not faking it. But yeah, maybe the company wants the guys to work on that, and not show that that they are like this happy virus, like there's something about them, like it doesn't go well with your concept, like don't smile so much. Like, it's weird, I know, it's weird, but this is what I'm getting. And then, yeah, he got Sun in Pisces, like, from the oracle, the advice, he got the card of Sun in Pisces vision. So again, see this Piscean kind of energy, like, yeah, everyone is a friend. I'm open to the universe. I'm open to opportunities. I'm open to welcoming people in my space. And just being understanding and being empathic. But yeah, here with this card as an advice of the card of vision. I believe that he also needs to expand his vision, because probably at this moment, since he's been pressured a lot, because I do see them giving him a lot of things to do, and him actually thinking like, okay, this is a way uh, to correct what he did wrong, and he didn't do anything wrong. So, but in order for him to let go of this huge weight that he's feeling on himself, this huge responsibility, he has to expand his vision. He has to be more compassionate towards himself. That it's okay that he is starting, that things happened, and also that with fame and exposure, you never know, how people are going to react. So I think that here with the card of vision, it's more like teaching him and also reminding him that it's important that he remembers to expand his vision. Do not get stuck on a single perspective about what's going on with him. Like he shouldn't get feeling that bad or that down because of something that he was involved. That he has to let it go and understand that he has a long way to go with this group. That they are just starting, and that he has to learn to see the opportunities when they come, because a lot of changes and a lot of new chapters are on the way. So he has to expand his vision. Do not get stuck in the past, or what happened in the past is in the past. So don't feel guilty. Don't let others drag you to this very dark place. But definitely, yeah, I can see the authorities somehow trying to guilt trip him. I know. And probably also, the Hierophant also is not just the company, it's also probably the mindset of the fandom, not the fandom, the mindset of fans, or the fan culture that is like, oh, you dated, oh, you had a girlfriend, oh, so it's all about the old ways, oh, an idol is not supposed to be like this. Oh, he just debuted and, this happened to him, and of course that is about these old fashioned perceptions about, what an idol should and shouldn't be doing, and also if you get caught, it's your fault. So I think that he should also remove himself from this, because things are changing when it comes to the way fans view things, and the real fans and the people that enjoy them are not paying attention to this. So he should also move on and not feel so so feeling like that huge responsibility, the huge weight, because he cannot move on like this. It is going to drain him eventually, and that's not for everything that he has available for the future. He needs to go lighter. He needs to get rid of the heavy weight. He needs to go lighter. He needs to trust himself, trust the group, trust in his hard work. Of course, keep practicing, keep being better. Learn from experience and move on. But just, like take the extra weight off your shoulders. You don't need it. Where you are heading to, you don't need it. So travel lightly, and also expand the way you see things. Do not get fixated on like, oh, this happened, this, they view me like this, they see me like this. No, no, no. You can change, you can move on, things will change. So adapt. So yeah, this is for him. This is all I have for him. So yeah, let's wish him luck, him and his group. I will be supporting him. So yeah, this was fun, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.